Alright, what's going on, guys? Here I'm going to be doing another video, and this time I'm doing the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombie Suggestions number 2. And this time I've got probably even more, probably about double than I had last time of suggestions that I personally have. And I'm sure most of you out there probably have, one or two of these same. So first off, I'd like to see gun weight. So if you have like an HK-21, an RPK, and a CZ-75, you can just run around the map with the CZ-75 and you run like you're not even carrying the two light machine guns, but as soon as you pull it out, then you start getting slowed down. I would like to see like the guns have a certain weight, so no matter what gun you're carrying, you run/walk slowly. But, I don't know, like, if you have a certain gun out, you walk, like, a little bit faster. So, I like how they have, if you have, like, a small gun, then you can run faster, but if you have a bigger gun, you run slower. I'd like to see, if you have an HK-21, let's just say the Winter's Howl, and a CZ-75, you can run still pretty fast. And, when you have the HK out, you'll run a tad bit slower than you would when you have, let's say, the CZ-75 out. Next, I'd like to see when you die, you drop all of your guns, because in multiplayer, man, I've hated how I would get trapped in a corner by zombies, and then I'd get downed, and I'd have, like, the ray gun pack-a-punched, like a Galil pack-a-punched, and an HK-21 pack-a-punched. I have these really awesome guns, and then you die, and then pow, they just disappear right off the map, and you don't have them anymore. I just absolutely hate that. And then you have to go up to the box and, head it up a bunch of times. I think you should drop the gun you have the gun you had out when you died or you got downed. Like, it should be when you die, not getting downed, but when you die, you drop only the one of 3 gun, or possibly maybe the one of 2 guns that you have out. Kinda like the Pentagon Thief, how he steals the gun you have out when he gets up to you. Kinda like that, but instead you just drop it on the ground, and a teammate can just come and pick it up and replace it as, their secondary or their third weapon or their first weapon. Or you can just come and pick it up, but it should be kinda like a drop, like a double points or a max ammo. It starts blinking and then it fades away after a certain amount of time, so somebody has to either come and pick it up or just let it fade away. I think that'd be pretty cool. And next, what I'd like to see is them removing some small objects that are able to trap you. Like on 5. 5 is one map I pretty much absolutely hate because there's so many things on that map that you can get trapped on everywhere in the map. I mean, in the starting room you can get snagged on a table, on a mystery box spawn, on a chair, on a desk or whatever, anything. You can get like trapped on it, and you have to back up, and if there's zombies chasing you, pow, you just get downed right there. And when you go into the war room after you take the first elevator down, there's all those desks and computers and consoles just laying around, and you can't run around the top of the war room very well. I mean, I get why they kind of did that, to not allow you to do trains and run around and get easy, but even if they took out all of the chairs and desks, it would still be really hard because there's 4 windows where the zombies can come out of. And if you have a train behind you and you're running, a zombie could just pop right out of a window and get in front of you, and you can get trapped and go down. It's not like they need to make it any harder by adding in things to get trapped on or to snag you. So, I mean, I'm not asking them to take out all of them. It's just, at least make us be able to walk over it or jump over it or something. Like, I don't know, maybe make us go slower a little bit for the time that we're walking or jumping over it. But I at least just be able to get over it, or at least have it taken out of the game completely. Next, I'd like to see Tough Brew come back. I'm pretty sure it was first introduced in World at War. They're going to have it in as a perk, but then they took it out at like the very last second. Same with Ammo-Matic, and I'll get to the Ammo-Matic in a minute. But Tough Brew, what it basically does, if you don't already know, if you get surrounded, or if there's just a bunch of zombies in front of you, you can run through the crowd without getting stuck, because if there's a wall of zombies in front of you, you cannot get through them without killing them. I mean, sometimes you can maneuver through them, but usually you get hit and get down easy. So I would just love to see Tough Brew. It would make getting trapped in a corner a lot. It would make me not want to rage quit as much, because I was playing on Keynote or Totem the other day, and I was getting trapped in corners like crazy. I think we were on like round 3 or something, and we were in the starting room. I got trapped on a desk, and they just completely surrounded me and mauled me. And then everybody thought I was some retard who was getting downed every couple seconds. Well, that wasn't the case. The case was they were trapping me in a corner, and you can't get out of that. I mean, the only situation where you can get out of that is if you have like a pack-a-punched gun, or you shoot your way out, or you have a thunder gun, or you have a monkey or something. I mean, that situation is probably just the worst situation they have ever put into zombies. Next, when somebody leaves, they can split up their points evenly between the other players, because I hate when somebody with the most points comes into a somebody who has the most points in the game, they just leave, and if they're not hosts and you guys just keep on going, if they had the most points, pow, all those points from killing zombies, pow, they just disappear. It just never comes back. So I wish it would, just split up the points between other players evenly, or maybe just, drop an extra points perk drop thing. It was introduced in Moon from a QED device. If you throw a QED device down and it explodes, or it drops something, there's a drop. It's like a bonus points drop, kind of like a max ammo, but it gives you like 1,000 or so points. It should be something like that, not split up all their points, but at least give us one of those, like extra points per drops or anything. And I would love for them to reduce the frequency of you being able to be double tapped in solo, because the reason I don't play solo personally a lot is because whenever I'm playing on Kino or 5 or Call of the Dead or any map, Shangri-La, Ascension, Moon, pretty much every single time I play zombies solo, I'm always running around. I have almost barely enough to get Juggernog. I'm about to go get Juggernog, and then I get double tapped. Double tap is so gay. I mean, if I was just, I don't know. I would like them to take it completely out of solo until you get onto around 15 or something, when they actually start running and the zombies get really aggressive. But I mean, in the first 10 rounds, it's just so gay when you get double tapped. I mean, you're running, and there's a really slow zombie sitting there walking over to you, and then pow pow, get double tapped, and then you're down, and then there goes a quick revive. I mean, I just absolutely hate that. They should at least, 1 in every 30 zombies that would double tap you, I don't know, only 1 in 15 will double tap you in solo. But I mean, I like it in multiplayer how it is. I don't expect them to change being double tapped in solo, but I would just like them to reduce the frequency of being double tapped in solo, not multiplayer. Multiplayer is fine the way it is. Next, I'd like a new perk that would able you to be healed faster. Like, I hate being... This brings me to another subject. When I'm sitting here, like, running around the map, and 2 zombies come up to me, and they both hit me, like, 2 times each. I get double tapped twice. I mean, I understand that, you know, I need to back away from a zombie so I can heal, but I hate when I get surrounded by 2 zombies, and they both double tap me, and I immediately go down without even getting a red screen, because pretty much every other time when I go down, it shows like red around my HUD. It is just so dumb how it doesn't even show that you have to get away from the zombies, or else you're gonna go down. So I don't get why it doesn't do that already. But I'd like a perk for you able to be healed faster, because I hate when I'm running around in a circle and I get hit like 5 times, and then my screen's all red, and I get that you have to like heal from that, but I'm sitting there running around, and about 10 seconds later, it's barely about to, you know, go back to normal. I get hit, pow, 1 hit, and I go down. It should at least be like, for every second you get hit, or for every second you can withstand 1 more hit. Like, as soon as you get hit like 5 times, if you get hit 1 more time, you're downed. But if you wait 1 second, you have to be hit twice, and then you wait another second, you have to get hit 3 times, and then 4 seconds 4 times, and then 4 seconds 5 times, 5 seconds 6 times, until it goes back to normal. And I just think it'd be a really awesome perk. It doesn't have to be, I don't know, cheap. I just really like some sort of way that you can do that. It would just make my day if they would just put in some perk for you to be able to be healed faster, because then everybody wouldn't have to have anything to complain about when you are being hit 5 times, and then you're about like half a second away from being completely healed, and a zombie hits you and you go down. It would make a lot of people not complain as much if there was at least a perk or something on the map that you could buy that would allow you to, you know, be healed faster. So next, I'd like them to remove the China Lake. The China Lake is just a real big pain. I don't even see why anybody would want to keep it from the box, other than, I don't know, a challenge, only getting like the China Lake. And I absolutely hate having the China Lake on Kino or 5, the 2 maps that do not have PhD Flopper. Whereas, what are you supposed to do when you shoot it off? It's gonna blow up, and you're gonna, you know, get all, whatever you call it, stunned. And what are you supposed to do about that? Nothing. You can't do anything about that in Kino or 5. And same with the ray gun. You can't shoot it at your feet, you can't shoot it at like a wall or anything, or else it's gonna hurt you, the player who shot it. And there's nothing you can do about it in Kino and 5. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This has been part 1 of my zombie suggestions 2. The next part is going to be called part 3, or zombie suggestions number 3. Just because I don't want it to be a part, it's just going to be number 3. So yeah, hopefully you guys will stay tuned to watch it, and I'll see you in that video. Peace.